Hello everyone, it's Dan and Ellie here, and it's good to be with you today.
Hi guys.
We want to provide a little bit of an update on where things are at the moment, and so just want to encourage you to check out our website around our roadmap back as a church. There's a number of things that are beginning next week, and so as we begin to re-enter a range of different ministries that we can do under the restrictions, and so I want to encourage you just to check that out, just so you're up to speed on what is happening. So just a few little things next week. The office will be open on Tuesday and Wednesday, and also the cafe will be open. A number of volunteers are going to just be running that for coffees and cakes, so you can come in and connect with one another around that. And there's a range of other ministries that will be opening up as well next week. And so please just have a look at the website for more information on that. As well as we want to hear from you though, just around your level of comfort, even around re-entry and other public gatherings that might happen in the future at the church. And so there's a survey that is going out, and it is in the Hello this week. And it'll be emailed out to people as well. So please check your email or the Hello, and it'll take you 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
That's all. But we want to hear from everyone. So please just jump on and fill that in. That'll really just help us to be able to hear from you and discern the best way forward as a community for us.
Yes. And it's been a big couple of weeks in world history. I mean, big couple of months, but we're really conscious of wanting to acknowledge and grieve publicly with you guys what's been happening in America. We believe that God has made every single one of us absolutely equal and of equal value, and that we can see the face of God in one another, no matter what culture or beliefs or background people have. And so
we've all been created in the image of God, and
absolutely.
we all have intrinsic value and worth, and so we want to affirm that particularly at this time. And we want to say that we denounce racism and racial violence, and that we grieve with people who experience the pain of that, and I believe that God grieves over such events as well.
And especially we want to think about the ways that we can contribute to peace and to being anti-racist, to being people who spread God's message of value and acceptance and equality and inclusivity. And so for those of you in our community who are people of colour and have been deeply personally affected by watching what's happening in the news, we grieve with you, and we're here for you if it's helpful to talk with us and to pray with us. And we want to acknowledge that we don't know what it's like to be going through something as a person of colour at this time, but we're here to listen, and we're trying our best to learn. And as a community, we really value being a multicultural community, and we're always wanting to learn how to be doing that better.
Yeah, we really want to be a diverse, intercultural family, and that's what we are, and we want to be able to do that even more and better. And it's interesting that this week too is National Reconciliation Week here in Australia. It is a chance for us to remember too that what we've seen over there isn't just something that is confined over there, but it is something that is experienced here, and many Indigenous brothers and sisters also experience violence and racism here as well. And so this is an opportunity and injustice of all kinds, and so this is an opportunity for us to listen and to learn. And so I guess that's probably the posture that would encourage people to take now, is to listen, to learn, and to pray, to act, but also to look in and ask God, is there anything within me too that search my heart, God, as the psalmist prays, and search me to see if there is anything evil and wrong in me. And so I think that's an important thing that we should be doing.
And to be humble and open to the Spirit, saying, well, yes, actually, there's bias that you're not aware of, and let me gently and strongly reveal that to you. And so we want to be doing that in ourselves. We encourage us to be doing it as a community, and to be listening to one another, learning and growing together. And Reconciliation Week is such a beautiful week for us to be focusing on the theme of in this together, such a beautifully timed theme. And as I've been thinking about that and learning about that this week in my context at work, I've been really impressed by the way that our Indigenous brothers and sisters view one another and view us. And one of my previous colleagues was sharing on a video this week. She was being interviewed talking about how she sees her church family as her family. Her church friends are her family. There's no second, third, fourth cousins. Everyone's family, and we can learn so much from that, both in our church community and wider. We read in 2 Corinthians chapter 5 in the Message version that we're talking about the reconciliation of God to the world. All this comes from the God who settled the relationship between us and him, and then called us to settle our relationships with each other. God has given us this ministry of reconciliation. And so we want to learn together how we can be faithful to that ministry.
Yeah. And so there's we'll share a couple of links just in the comments below. One of them is to the Australians Together website. It's just australianstogether.org.au, I believe. But anyway, the links will be in there. And there's just a whole range of resources and stories. So I encourage you to click on some of those and just hear some of the stories of there. That are on there, and also commongrace.org as well is another resource that again just can posture ourselves in a place of just listening and learning at this time. Well, we look forward to seeing you on Sunday. It's a long weekend, and so if you're travelling, you can still tune in. You can still tune in, which is a benefit. But if you travel, then be safe, and we look forward to joining you 9:45 for our kids program and 10 a.m. For our service. We start a new series in the book of Colossians, and I'll share all about that on Sunday as well. So look forward to seeing you there.
See you there.